Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And getting ready to fight here, Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And he'll be taking on Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion. Muhammad Ali, the great.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets juicy.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled.
This bout is
expectations are. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver.
slam.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The fight's not over yet. You could go out and win this round. Get your mind right, get your focus back, drop that jacket. Just box out, just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back.
Here's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter relies a lot on your instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Good fight to the counter punching, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to do that way, but perfect counter shot.
Get it started in round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
The took that round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't turn on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So time it, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into fight. Not yet, not to the sense of the comeback.
time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
There's no argument right now. That's what you say. Night-night.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. The greatest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. One punch could change everything in this battle. Power punching. Embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Corner and outside fire, make them fight afterwards. You don't want to do that. You don't want to transfer. You want to move left, right. Pin him down. Throw a blank on him.
Straight right, just missing. Very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Such a match made in heaven.
Straight right, just missing. Nice job blocking the hook. Power punch right up the middle. Just 10 seconds to go. So what we saw in that last round is pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter and a corner and a fight. And let's fight to get out there, get the job done.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
My motto is, if it's not working, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it. You've done it.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
For the fight, you dance right there. Make the knees small. Put him on the back foot.
Almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you really can down.
Well done with that final shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight the guy you fight. You have to give them back to the battle and confidence. Or you just take time to hold through.
He's going to land the hook. Punch output. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you really can down.
Just missing with the uppercut. Big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hit them to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it to relax.
Not a lot of defense here at all. It's okay to be aggressive there. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this one. Who would have thought Ali would get right like this? Let's see what they win this out. Here's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pop arrows over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try it. Pop them, skin them, go for skin.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Hook is carried away. You hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through a fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated,
I'd like to see more jabs. They're going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice punch.
complacent. You think this is too easy? If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this thing.
There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Oh, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won.
In trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense is everything because they got shot once and know they can get caught again. So for now, just defend, work with defense, nothing is stopping and shoot.
Call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Left hook doesn't find its target. Stamina is off the chart. Just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in deep trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Well, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go. It's round 7. After stools and ready to go, let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Final frames of this bout, Johnny. What have we seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to grab.
Oh, shot! Sends him to the canvas! Thank goodness we've got that instant replay, we get to see it again.
Shot from the guards, they say. A shot.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that work. He knows what shot works. And he has to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Ever hope. Remember the fight Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again.
With 10 seconds to go. 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have lost. How do you come back from something like that? Look out twice? Where's your head? Where's your energy levels? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Like a game of chess. They both got their swords. They're swinging it. Looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about outcome. This is about one.
Punch, counter punch. I think we're going to see a jab from these two. He's seen with the hook. Build up to this fight, Johnny. This power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You can be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. Tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds with a reach of 179. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 183 centimeters tall with a reach of an identical 183 centimeters.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Here comes Jaime Munguia, very intense.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, introducing the hard-hitting knockout artist and the super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia.
Welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans... Time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get hammered. Jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special with this amazing video.
You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single trick. If you're scared, and that's the key back here. They will stop it.
To be a judge in this fight, both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What a show it was. Completely look at the movement, look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that much above you, and so I'm going to respect both of them more than nothing.
Punch out there. Thought there might be more action here.
Strikes and left, scoring to the head.
Nice shot.
Without a doubt, makes it so easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
How much is? If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Back and forth between these two fighters.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for these guys.
It
was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on it. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him.
Catastrophe there.
Engage now, use to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, that's not above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
And this is without jab. Nice punch.
punch scores.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. Getting back to the corner, pressing on, gets new instructions given to us. They're going to do what they're going to tell me what to do wrong and what to do right.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see he's winning. You can see he's got it in hand. Tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What they will do? How are they going to get through this?
Coming your way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to do this.
Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from?
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory in one of the Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson. Looking super bad. Sophia.
This bout is
waiting a long time. These athletes have been waiting a long rest for the weary. We're in there throwing bombs again. Start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They have 1 minute to recover. Now they're going to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on. They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch.
to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to box it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Sleeping on the jab. What you do, you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. Do not make those mistakes. This is one place to finish it.
You're right, Todd. What? Shot like that. Change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head? Where's your energy level? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That time counter shot. Not a lot of punch out there. Thought there might be more action here. You'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that runs.
Because you've got a good chin, doesn't mean you've got level skill. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for the top areas, over the eyebrows, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for skin.
He's stronger and he's faster. That jab not going to school. Pull up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.